In the early 2000s, Japan suffers from such extreme corruption that it's on the verge of economic collapse. In this depression, a masked figure shows up and randomly kills a corrupt politician before dying himself, which is surprising news to the Japanese people, but it doesn't take long for them to move on from that, until the same masked figure shows up again, alive somehow. His name is Akumetsu, and this is not a superhero story. Superheroes protect society from criminals, but what do you do to those who manipulate the rules of society so they can legally commit acts of evil? Well, that's where Akumetsu comes in. I wouldn't even call him an anti-hero. I would say he's a straight-up terrorist. Even he calls himself that. This story is akin to Death Note, with science fiction in place of magic and a protagonist that isn't a complete asshole. For the first 90% of the story, the structure is pretty simple. There is a corrupt politician or businessman with political influence lining his pocket with money or trying to obtain power at the cost of the lives of everyday citizens. Akumetsu shows up in a manner befitting of the mask, puts on a performance that's basically torture for the politician, exposes all the evil things that politician has been doing before, killing him in an ironic fashion usually related to whatever evil that specific politician did. And Akumetsu himself dies in the process, and it's usually all done live for the country to see. Within that 90%, the story does give you clues as to how Akumetsu can die and show up somewhere else like nothing happened, but it won't be fully explained until the last 10% of the story. This story is heavy in Japanese politics, so there are some things that might not be familiar to the Western audience, but the idea of a corrupt politician is a universal one, except for maybe Iceland and New Zealand, who seem to have their shit together. But readers will get a guilty pleasure from seeing these crooks get their comeuppance. I'm going to stop saying the phrase, "this is not for everyone," because nothing is for everyone. If I find something that is for everyone, I'll be the first to tell you. If you're into politics, this story is for you. If you love those charismatic, eccentric characters that keep making pop culture references like they're straight out of Black Lagoon, then this story is for you. If you'd love to see those masked guys from Squid Games get killed in an entertaining way, then this is for you. If not, just watch One Piece. In the end, Akumetsu is the guiltiest of pleasures.